welcome back to another episode, guys. Now today we can finally start building our project, as in the previous episode we registered our project ID on the ChainSafe Gaming dashboard. Now if you perhaps have had a chance to actually just run it, you might find that there's not much to it. It's a simple 2D game, and in the previous episode I would have just quickly showcased there's nothing really special about it at the moment. It's fairly standard, it's fairly Web 2. And we'll see how we can change that though. But before we get started, let's actually have a look at the assets included. Now in your little asset folder here, you should see a folder called NFT Pixels Tutorial. That's the folder that I set aside for all my prefabs and stuff like that. So you are welcome to open that, and you should see that there are some instructions included in here as well. There are written instructions in most of these folders, so for the most part you guys should be okay to just read the instructions and go from there. But the videos will kind of supplement that as well. So let's just quickly go through it. We've got a prefab solder for the reward coin if you wanted to use that within your levels. We've got the actual scenes, which is the wallet connect, the loading, and the main menu scenes. We've got the scripts, which is sort of miscellaneous scripts like the level scene, the loading scene, and the menu scene. These are game related scripts, but I've included them in here in case some of the advanced developers wanted to change game mechanics based on their liking. Like you're more than welcome to go nuts and edit those. And then we've got the blockchain script, which is like for the NFT, the reward pool, the token, the wallet, and then of course our contract manager. Again, with some basic instructions here just to tell you what is what. We'll be using these individual scripts, going through them, and you're also welcome to modify them based on your requirements. But for today's episode, we'll be looking at starting by actually integrating a login screen, because right now when a player wants to play, you know, they only have this kind of main menu scene, right? So that's where, if we go to the scenes and the Connect wallet, I've created somewhat of a simple scene. It's very basic, but you guys are more than welcome to build off on it. We've got a Connect wallet button, we've got a faucet button, and we've got a skip button. So the Connect wallet won't do anything because there's no functionality. Neither will the faucet. This is for like Polygon tokens. But skip will work, because skip is kind of that like, I don't want to connect my wallet, just take me to the game kind of button, right? So when we're in the screen here, we want to ensure that whoever clicks on this Connect wallet button will be able to connect their wallet, come back, and the game will be able to save their address and use their address for further functionality like token info, NFTs, stuff like that. Super important that we do this first. So let's quickly go into this one here and then back here. And if we go to the scripts and we go to the blockchain scripts, under the wallet folder, there'll be a script called login, or a login script. Now, you can attach this to any game object you want. I'm gonna just attach that to the event system here. And you'll see that there's no real game objects or, you know, I guess any kind of objects required to be attached, which means when you attach the script, it will just work. But let's just go through it real quick. Let me open this in Visual Studio. Let's give it a moment. Alright, great. So here we go. This is your login script. This is the script used to connect Web3 wallet or desktop and mobile devices through Unity. So you'll see that, let me just get rid of you because you're annoying. You'll see it's a fairly simple function. It's got two functions to it. It's got the onLogin function and then the signature verification. So the onLogin function here is where we actually choose a message that we want the user to sign. So we can change this to anything. We can go, welcome to my game, please sign to continue, right? But you can this can be anything. It doesn't have to be this. Then the signature is the SDK method called webwallet.sign, in which case we'll be signing this message here, and then we'll be verifying that signature with this function down here. Now, one of the big differences, now compared to the older code, is back in the day with the SDK, an API took care of this for you, but we're now doing this ourselves using this kind of hash here. So this is super important. You need this just for security. I mean, you don't need it, but it is good to have it for security. So we're creating a message to sign, we're signing it, and we're then verifying the signature using this boilerplate code here. After which we can debug and say, look, the connected wallet is our a response from the hash itself. In which case we can also then set our player prefs to be that exact same address. So we're just debugging to confirm that the wallet we just used to connect with is in fact the wallet that is going to be used in game. So we debug it just for testing, and then we actually set it as well, so that in future we can reference this wallet address that we found at the beginning using the account player preference. And of course then we just load the next scene using this function below, which is called just load next, in which case it's going to invoke the loading scene, which will take us to the main menu. So pretty much once we've signed the message and the game can confirm that it is in fact us signing that message, it will take us to the next scene. Pretty straightforward. And of course there's just an extra function here to visit the Polygon faucet. But again, if you choose a different chain, you can change this to be whatever faucet URL that you prefer to use. Let's have a look and see what happens when we actually run this, right? So let's give it a moment to compile. All right, so it's super important that under the login canvas to the left, there's a game object here, that we just connect our function. So at the moment, there's no kind of function. We drag the event system into onClick, and we can choose our login script, and there should be an option for on login. So when we click on this button, it's going to run the on login function from that script. Similar thing with a faucet, given we would need to actually click on the faucet button and ensure that when we use the event system, the script attached to the event system, we can visit the faucet by calling that function from that script. So let's go ahead and play this, and we'll actually have a look and see, because before, when we clicked on connect wallet, nothing happened. So what happens when we click on this now? Cool, we see it opens up a new window. We see that MetaMask is going to open. Let me just, didn't think that was going to sign me out that fast. But you can see here, got it, that's fine. I'll see if I can zoom this in a little bit. You'll see the message down here saying, welcome to my game, please sign in to continue. This is the message we set in the script. In which case, if I just zoom out a little bit, there we go, I can sign that message, copy, and go back to Unity, and sure enough, it took us to the loading screen and then into the main menu, on which, if we just have a look here, I'll just stop that. But you can see in this debug here, unfortunately it's really small. I'll just copy paste this onto a notepad. That's our debug. Remember we were debugging this right here, where it said debug.log connected wallet plus then the key. That's exactly what we just did. This is the wallet address that is connected, and moving forward we'll be using this same wallet address to check token balances and NFT ownership and stuff like that. So, well, congratulations, if you've made it this far, you've effectively implemented a Web3 login method which authenticates the wallet connecting to your game. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. If you would like to get a better clarification on this, feel free to leave a comment and I'd be happy to answer your questions. All in all, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.